Hey guys, it's Nick from this here. Today I have an exciting MultiVersus discussion video. I did a similar one to this recently, talking about Adult Swim shows and what their chances of being added to the game could be. I'll be doing the same in this video, but about Cartoon Network shows instead. We already have Steven Universe and Adventure Time characters in MultiVersus, and recently Samurai Jack was added for Season 2. So, we know it's on the table, but how likely are more Cartoon Network representatives, and who can we expect? The Powerpuff Girls are coming to MultiVersus. It's almost all but confirmed, and even then, it's indirectly confirmed. In the Joker's reveal trailer, he's looking on a computer screen filled with every character on the roster, and who's among the crowd? The Powerpuff Girls, of course. We also have a Townsville stage in-game, with Mojo Jojo causing havoc as a stage hazard. So it's no doubt that these pint-sized ass-kickers will be joining the fray soon enough. Dexter's Laboratory is another likely contender, as he also has his own map in-game, and, in the Rifts mode of the game, there's a boss fight against Dexter's giant robot fighter. While it's possible that could be all we get, there was a hint towards Dexter himself, with his glasses being noticeable in a blink or miss it shot during the launch trailer. I'm sure Dexter could make for a fun character, with his funny little voice and all of his different gadgets. I'd say he has a good shot at making it in the game. A personal favorite of mine, Regular Show is a Cartoon Network show I definitely need to mention. We have Finn and Jake, now we just need Mordecai and Rigby. Regular Show ran for 8 seasons, so there's so much source material for the devs to come up with awesome movesets for them both. Death Kwon Do, basketball, power glove, lots of good stuff there just waiting to happen. I hope they're separate fighters with their own unique attacks, like Finn and Jake, not a tag team fighter like Tom and Jerry. Benson, Skips, Pops, and Muscle Man could also be great candidates to see down the road, but Mordecai and Rigby are the most important, and even if we only get them, I'll be super psyched. They're high on my wish list for this game in general. It's also worth mentioning that the game director Tony Wynn confirmed he's trying his hardest to include the duo in MultiVersus. He's tweeted about the show in the past, so he's clearly a fan, which is a great sign of things to come. Teen Titans was a very popular Cartoon Network show, and Teen Titans Go is also currently airing on Cartoon Network. However, Teen Titans is a property of DC, so I'm not sure if they really count as Cartoon Network. I guess it depends which version of the characters the developers go with. I could see them going with a more comic-inspired design and adding costumes from the show later. Either way, I'm positive we will see some of the Teen Titans, as we see their tower briefly in the launch trailer, showing hints to both Robin and Raven. Recently added for Season 2, you can also fight on the Teen Titans Tower stage exclusively in the Rifts mode. I really hope we get Beast Boy too. My guy needs some love after being the only Teen Titan not in Injustice. Ben 10 is another Cartoon Network show I grew up loving. I had all of the action figures to go with it. He's a perfect candidate for MultiVersus, and with all the different alien forms at his disposal, he would have an awesome moveset filled with lots of references. They could do this a couple different ways, like Ben being the base fighter, and all of his attacks and specials have him quick transform into different aliens, like Accelerate doing a speed dash for his side special, or a forearms ground pound for his down special. Another way that would be even better is to give Ben the ability to transform into different aliens as one of his specials, that all come with their own unique movesets. I wouldn't expect all of his aliens to show up here, but even a few of his most iconic ones would be really cool. I expect to see the original, young version of Ben 10 in-game eventually. I hope it's him anyway, rather him than the reboot version. Flapjack was an amazing cartoon, but so goddamn cursed at the same time. Looking back on it, it's kind of surprising to see the kind of things showing up in a children's cartoon. Ugh, nightmare fuel. Flapjack himself would be a good inclusion, but personally, I'd love to see Captain Knuckles as the representative. If they don't end up getting added to the game, maybe a water map with a pirate ship platform could be a good middle ground. Any reference to the show would be awesome. Uncle Grandpa is a more modern Cartoon Network show that I watched the odd time when it was on, but really only because I was a stoned teenager and it was so stupid it was funny. He's basically his universe's version of God. If you've seen the show, you would know all the kind of ridiculous Toon Force antics he gets up to. I feel like Uncle Grandpa is pretty low on the developer's radar, and I would honestly be surprised if he made it to MultiVersus. Craig of the Creek is a show I've never watched, so honestly, I couldn't tell you anything about it. However, the game director of MultiVersus mentioned Craig of the Creek was one of his favorite shows, so I figured it was worth mentioning. I could list Cartoon Network shows and characters all day long, but you get the idea. There's lots of shows to choose from, and Warner Brothers owns all of them, so they're all equally possible at the end of the day. It just boils down to which characters the developers want to include. To end off my video, I'll list some other Cartoon Network shows that I think have potential for MultiVersus. Clarence, Johnny Test, We Bare Bears, Cow and Chicken, Courage, Billy and Mandy, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Chowder, Gumball, Total Drama, Johnny Bravo, Kids Next Door, and Foster's Home. Do you want to see more Cartoon Network representation in MultiVersus? If so, who? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nickfamous. See you later.